Right, Spanelona. Thank you.
So are we good, Dr. Will? Start from this side. Okay, first question.
Carol.
Okay, I'll take questions from the floor.
Yeah, I think
Sure. Yeah.
Coach,
Sure.
just general thoughts on the game. Could there be any concern? 2 back-to-back draws with Champions League?
No. No, good afternoon. Yeah, good afternoon, members of the media. No, me, very proud of the efforts of the players, the spirit in the squad, the recovering of the players. Is so nice to see Nasir, Zungu, Gaston after such a long time on the pitch, AB, Tapelo also. So we have to play these games, and we have to also try to make sure the squad is close to each other. So very proud of the players and gallant effort from the opposition, and very proud of the players.
Coach, there's been a bit of discussions even from your side.
Yeah.
The media released an interview with Gaston. Where he said he would be open to playing for South Africa.
Oh.
He's back now. You've been working with him for many years. Do you think he could be an asset to our national team?
If he has the things and everything is possible, I think he can add value, of course. But fortunately, I don't select the national team. That's the hardest thing. So many good players in this country. So I don't even think if there's a good player available, it should be a discussion.
And Coach, regarding the competition in your team, the privilege you have on the quality of the players you have, I want to talk about Toby Mvala, dropping him in that centre-back position. He was once one of the golden boot contenders at Highlands Park, and now he's at the centre-back position. And there's the likes of your Roshin, your Musa. Does that his versatility, does it gives you more options to prepare for your game plans, and also save enough players for the remaining games, including the Champions League?
Yeah, Toby's done very well with the change in the position, but today we even went into a back three for the very first time. Tried to play with an inverted wing back on the left. We have never trained it, but I felt that the game needed something like that, with a pass from a little bit higher up on the left, and it looked good, but yeah, they have to compete. They have to fight for the positions. They all have to fight in the midfield. They have to fight. The goalkeeping department is tough, so you can speak about Mtobi with Musa, Rushin, and Grant and everybody, but in the goalkeeping department, you've got Kennedy, you've got Riyad, you've got Ronza, you've got Dennis. So it's tough up front. You've got Peter, Nasir. They have to fight with Hashim and everybody. The younger ones also, Jerome. So everybody has to fight, and that's good. Good for the team. Good for the squad. Good for us going forward.
All right, Coach.
Sure, Karabo.
I just want to speak about, the two benches, the head coach as well as, most are two young coaches. How important is that, for the innovativity of the future of South African football? Because that's something that's quite interesting. I mean, you look at Arsenal, very young coach possibility. So for you, how important is that we've got more young coaches in the PSL? Yeah,
I don't know. I can't play Jesus Christ, and I don't know what's good for the country. I'm not qualified for that, but you know how I feel about Musa Nyatama. Musa, I've got a very soft spot for Musa. Musa has he's given me his best, and I wish him all the best. And I saw him today. His team fights. I watched even the last 3 games. The last 3 games, only one of them was the previous coach. The last 2 was Musa. And even prior to that, also earlier in the season, Musa was in charge. So he's gaining good experience, good mileage. Unfortunately, this job, you get better with hands on deck. You get better as you go. So I wish him all the best.
Coach, what have you made of Morgan being named the technical director of this club?
Technical advisor.
Advisor.
Whatever it is.
Yeah, I don't know. No, I don't want to comment. No comment.
Coach,
Sure, this is-
yes, sir. With
And I hope you understand. I really hope you understand. Yeah.
Coach, now with the league wrapped up and well, from the game that we watched today, it seems maybe the intensity isn't as aggressive as it's been.
I don't agree with you.
No, I get that, Coach. But with the games that are coming up in the future, with the CAF games around the corner, how difficult or how easy is it going to be to switch on that aggression? Let's say for those that perceive that the aggression isn't there as much as it was before.
No, I don't agree with that.
Yes.
These games are very difficult. Difficult because football you need a lot of conditions to have intensity. You need the opponent that's there with as an aggressor, and today we play against an opponent that is sitting and holding on to a point at home. You need a very good pitch so that the ball moves a little bit and the pitch is a little bit dry and a little bit and bumpy. But so we were responsible for the tempo, and I think we did all that we could. We created so many chances. We had final third entries. I think we won a lot of duels because this game is about, and we could see, it's about long balls, second balls, long balls, second balls, and we won almost all the duels. So with aggression, there will never be a game that I will be in charge of at Sundowns where we will have no aggression. Believe you me, no chance.
Coach, I wanted to ask again
Sure.
about Ronza. He's
Yeah.
one clean sheet away from breaking Munib's record.
Unbelievable.
It's like since 2010, I think
Sure.
the Pirates won the league. Does that also speak to what you've been saying, that since he come on here, I mean, he's already a top goalkeeper, he's come here and on the verge of
Sure.
writing history.
Yeah, but keeping clean sheets also is a reflection of the team. So today we defend a lot better, even against Cape Town City. I thought we defended very well from the top, and then sometimes today was also a little bit about they don't play from the back. They go route one to the striker. Even on transition, they win the ball, they go to the striker. Then they have Damons and Pachi running into the channel. So you have to, Mjali also picking up the second balls and playing from there. So we had to be very, very strong on the duels one-on-one. We had to be very strong on the counter pressures from the top. Once we lost the ball, and we were very, very good. And so individual awards are always a reflection of the collective, and as I say, when we score is because we have very good build-ups, and when we defend well and we keep clean sheets is because we defend very well from the top. So, and the game is about boxes. Football, the modern game is just about boxes. What do you do this side, and what do you do this side, and what you do this side affects what happens this side. What you do this side affects what you do that side. So always a collective effort, and congratulations to the team for those miniatures type of achievements and milestones, because it's always a reflection of a collective.
Gentlemen, Sundowns has opened up questions for Colonel as well, so you can ask about that. You can continue the train of thought.
Coach, you made it very clear how you feel about young players. But now look, Nasir actually falls, he's 1 year older than Cassius, but he's far more experienced, Golden Boot winner, Ethiopia international, major tournaments. Does he fall into that bracket because of his age, and how important will he be for the rest of the season now that he's getting to fitness?
Very, very important. I actually had a very interesting discussion offline with Mazola about this thing about Cassius, and maybe I was misinterpreted, because a lot of people thought I was saying Cassius is not ready for Bafana. But how can Cassius be ready to play for Sundowns against Al Ahly? And that's who makes that decision. And then I contradict myself and say he's not ready for what I've said. And if you remember, even in the beginning parts of the season, I've said this very clearly. Offensive players get better by being on the pitch. And I would have loved to see Cassius on the pitch for 90 minutes against Congo even away, than to have him come 15 minutes, 20 minutes for Bafana. Intensity, pressure to help the nation qualify. These are games of consequence. And I would have loved to get him get those minutes, 90 minutes, and carry the national team and be under pressure. Because that would have helped him to be better, to improve and get that experience. You talk about Nasir. How has Nasir improved by being on the pitch? And that's exactly what I always say. So the young ones, we give them chances. I've got a different way of working with the young ones. You see them in, then immediately out. And it's only because we have a plan for this thing. And sometimes society is about instant gratification, and one performance for the young ones is, I've arrived. So you've got to quickly remind them that there's still quite a long way to go. And that's the same for Mabena, that's the same for Sia, that's the same for Ntando and Tando. They have to work for these things, and they've got to be competitive, because the moment you get into sports, you sign up and you agree that you will compete. And that the first starting point of the competition is to compete for your place in the team. And that's the same for all these young ones.
Wasn't really a jab, it was like
No,
I was asking how good Nassir is actually.
No, actually it's a premeditated answer.
Okay.
So it's a premeditated answer because I wanted to clarify the whole fracas about Kashi.
Yeah.
Because I speak to Cassius and he says, but I understand what you were saying and everyone else doesn't. Because honestly, but I've said it from the beginning of the season, young players and offensive young players, Percy is a good example, they get better by being on the pitch. You can't simulate these things. Offensively, there's so many things that can open up, and it's not the same picture. Defensively, you can work and improve players defensively because it's 3 or 4 movements that are in relation to what happens and what the reaction is. What happens, what the reaction is. But offensively, there's so much that is the ball bounces here, the movement is here, the defensive structure is like this, the movements of your teammates, the defensive organization is like this. There's high, there's low. It's completely different every single second. So I would have really, honestly. So anyway, it's a premeditated answer. So sorry for moving into that space. Yeah, it's okay. Mazwala, it's okay.
Coach,
sure.
Obviously, there was a clip that was released to respond to the draw of the Champions League. I'm not on stages, but we haven't spoken to you since then. Just maybe a little bit more on Belouizdad and also that potential of meeting Wydad in the semi-final if you guys get there.
Yeah, it's a very good question. One eye is on that, but we have to try to get over. We've gone too long now without winning, so we have to win against Golden Arrows. That's the immediate focus. But very good team in Belouizdad. Going to be complicated with very, very complex traveling to Algeria. But a good side with a way of play that is not too far from Sundowns, not too far. Organizational forms offensively, looks 4-4-2, 4-3-3, diamond sort of structure. Bekir, very important for them, top goal scorer. They've done extremely well in their domestic competition, unbeaten and sit on top. So very competitive team, very strong, even on set pieces. 2 very good strikers, a Nigerian who's young and fast, very aggressive, and look, it's going to be a tough game, and that's what we know. But now is recover, go quickly, get this game out of our system. Tomorrow we have regeneration. We have the clips. We have a good night's sleep and drink lots of water, and then we come back and we get ready for it. Yes. That is very important. I remind the players all the time. Very, very important that.
Coach,
Sure.
you play Golden next.
Yeah.
And I saw, I think, 75th minute, I think Moroccan centre back, just not sure about his name. I mean, how far is he from starting? Because, technically he's away, yes, technically gifted as well, very good passer of ball. How close is he from starting? Because I also watched this debut as well, it was absolutely beautiful. Sorry. But how far is he from starting?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to move everyone close to the level where we have enough. If anything happens now towards the end of the season, games of consequence. AB is so important, and I have to applaud them today because we changed systems. We've never trained this system, but I thought we needed an extra line coming from this way instead of coming from that way. So to move into the half space from the line behind instead of moving from outside like Zayda we would normally have, and we looked good. It was good to see Zungu on the pitch. Also was good to see Nasir on the pitch. Good to see Gaston on the pitch. Tapelo also on the pitch was very, very, very important for us. So it's good minutes. Very, very good minutes. So there's a lot of positives and some wins for us. Minutes, clean sheet, performance I liked. Difficult also, but I liked. And so a lot of positives. And I'm always been a person of process, and I will not change. So process, what can we control? Performance. Can you always control the result being a win? No. You can't win them all in football. So we take the positives and we move.
Coach,
Sure.
from the Star newspaper.
Sure, Mihlali.
Coach, the appointment of Coach Zuckerberg, how did it come about? Why him specifically? And also, how important was it to strengthen that department? And also, a follow-up question to that question, there was a Pirates coach, Jose, said that there will come a time when we have more members of the technical team than we have players. And with Sundowns making sure that they cover each and every department, do you think maybe he was headed there as football at large?
No, I think society is moving into a space where you'll have less and less technical members. My opinion. I think we are going into such a technologically advanced space that robots are going to chat GPT. I mean, now robots, you just go and you ask what is the formation Swallows plays. It gives you all the answers. You don't need an analyst anymore. So you're going to have slowly you're going to have technological control, and maybe even get into a space where players are playing with earpods in the. No, it's just what I think. I think that's where society is going. Cars are becoming automatic. You have to sit and you tell the car, I'm going to. The car navigates its way, finds the easiest route, finds the route without traffic cops, without robots, without a lot of complications, and it makes you get there without a lot of manual labor. And I think that's where we're gonna go. Zuckerberg was a process, very, very long process, a lot of interviews behind the scenes, but we had to get that because, as you know, since I think it was December, we've had a vacancy in that, not a vacancy, but a gap that we've had to fill in that. And Sbu has done very, very well, Mahlangu, in that space. But of course, you need, with a squad like this, with a lot of traveling and with even some players remaining behind, we also may have to make sure that we also manage that space very, very, very well.
Okay, Coach, you've just mentioned that the Sundowns will never stop being aggressive as long as you're a head coach. And now that the league title is on the way, I know that you said individual awards are part of a collective effort to back-to-back coach of the month, league title under your name as the main head coach, sometimes the portability of that bank and the cap as well. So are you focusing on that, getting a possibility of the treble, and also do you get the pressure of having to prepare the team, champions team, for the next season as well, since taking over as the main head coach of the team?
It's a very good question, and it's a detailed one, but of course we are in that. We've put ourselves in this position, and so it's only fair that we take ourselves all the way through, and that's the talk we have. So we have to try to fight for every game and to fight to win every match, and give our best. Everyone is analyzing, checking, because we are champions. So when you have the tag of the champion behind you, you've got to get better and better and better. So that's the pressure. The pressure is not The pressure is not winning the treble and all of that. The pressure is actually winning every single game and being better every single day. That's our biggest pressure.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you.